Hi there, and thank you so much for joining me today. This is Esther at Stampin Star Creations. Today I'll be using the Artistically Inked, sorry, just had to check the name of the stamp set, and coming in with rich raspberry. And I'm going to mix it up with some occasion craze by dabbing in my blender brush and dabbing some colour around the edge, and this helps me to get two colours in one. Now I've already got a smudge on my work right there, so I'm turning the page over already. So using some Whisper White here, and I'm coming in and fitting in my flowers to create a little bouquet in the corner. So repeating the process of dabbing with the blending brush, and this just helps to merge the colours. Now it doesn't show up quite as well on screen at the moment, but when the colours dry they do shine through a bit better later on. This card I'm making is one of my teamies who has reached a stampiversary, we like to call it, and who's been with me as my downline on my team. And I've tried to choose some colours that I know that she would like, and I was desperate to incorporate some of that lovely ribbon that I'll show you later. So coming in with the leaves from the Artistically Inked, and I'm doing the same process, this time using soft succulent and old olive, and just dabbing those two colours together and get this lovely two-tone effect. So doing third generation stamping here, and I'm going in for a fourth. It's amazing how far the ink can stretch sometimes. Again, just a dabbing in between that process. And then I'm coming in with the smaller leaf, but this time just coming in with the straight colour of the soft succulent. These stamps are lovely because they look as if they've got this lovely alcohol inked up look to it. Bringing in the new masks, which are now available in January 2022, and it's got this lovely lacy effect. Unfortunately it's gone over my leaves a bit in that bottom left corner, but I think once you get the whole thing finished you don't notice it so much. So just concentrating in those two blank corners, the top left and top right, and using this lovely lace stencil or mask, and coming in with that green blending brush to lay down the colour. I love this set. It's Let's Create Together, and it's available to demonstrators, and it's got lovely sentiments for people on your team or your customers. Now you might see these nice hexagon die cut shapes. These are called Beautiful Shapes dies, and I thought I'd use these as they're new to me and to incorporate them into my project today. I'm using rich raspberry and then occasion craze, and I'm going to blend these two together to get a lovely ombre effect. Now I find that if you go over the existing colour, so if you go over the rich raspberry with the occasion craze, go over the colour that you've just done, it helps to really blend those two colours together and you get this lovely ombre effect. If you don't do that, you do get more of a separation, so it is worth taking your time just to colour over that middle section to get that lovely ombre look. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it out with hexagon, and I suddenly had a change of heart and I thought I'd put it this way up with the point at the top just to add a different kind of a look to my image. And then I've gone ahead and cut out a layer with the rich raspberry card underneath. I wanted the white to pop up a bit more, so I'm coming in and dabbing on some occasion craze around the edge. Unfortunately I ended up with a little smudge, so I'm coming in my blender brush to try and hide that. I'm really sorry about my filming. I was actually on a Zoom call at the same time, chatting away and filming, so I was a bit distracted. Here's that bow. I really wanted this ribbon and I was trying to incorporate it into my project. I thought it just looked too cutesy if I had it at the top or the side, and I thought, oh, if I put it to the side maybe it'll look a bit more sophisticated. I didn't want it to go suddenly all cutesy and girly. I wanted it to still have that nice sophisticated look to it. So I'm cutting a stretch of ribbon and just pulling it across rather than wrapping it around the back, because there's no point, nobody's going to see that bit. And I was going to tuck, or I did try to tuck the ribbon under there and tie a bow, but it was a bit slippy. So I've tied a bow separately and I'm going to attach that later. Coming in with some dimensionals, I'm going to fix down the sentiment, make sure it's roughly in the middle and there's space for the bow on the side, get it all fitting in. And then losing my words, I'm actually using 3 glue dots. This ribbon is lovely and slippery. It's a double-faced satin, so I'm making sure I've got 3 glue dots to make sure it's fixed and it's not going to come off my project. I felt like the card just needed a bit of a white border to it to again just give it the extra sophistication. I didn't have a lot of room to play with, so I literally did 1/8 of an inch around the edge, which you probably think, is that really worth it? But I think so. It just gives it that pop of white around the edge on my card, and it got a bit jaggedy from when I trimmed it. I think I need to change the blade on my trimmer, so if you use your rubber eraser, this just helps take away those jagged edges, which I've discovered. You can see a blank middle. I like to cut out the centres of my cards for 2 reasons. 1, to save on the bulk, and 2, because it's just a waste and I've got a bit of card there to use for a later date. This then gets adhered onto some soft succulent cardstock and these gorgeous faux sea glass embellishments that I'm desperate to use. Just a perfect colour and just adds that little extra something to my project. And these lovely brushed butterflies are featuring also. All these are new products in the mini 2022 catalogue. And here come the sequins. I wanted something for the centre of the flowers. These colours amazingly just go with lots and lots of things, so I love these sequins. I did buy some more. So it just needs something perhaps like Wink of Stella. So I've got my Wink of Stella splattered over and it didn't feel as if anything was coming. Gave it a squeeze, get some Wink of Stella out, and then give it a big splash, and whoa, okay, a load of it came out on my project. But actually I quite like it. Happy little accident. Nice big splash across it. But there you go. Thank you so much for watching along. I hope you liked today's card. Don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe and leave a comment.